Hey everybody, welcome back to my book chat channel. I know it's been a little while since I've done a book review, but what can I say? Life just gets very busy from time to time. So, jumping into the thick of it, this review is on the book called The Lupin Project by Alvin Levron. Not sure how I'm saying that, but I will be sure to link his name and book information down below in the description. And again, I apologize if I said the last name wrong. So, in usual routine, I will go through the brief synopsis on the back of the book, and we will go from there. Oh, and side note, of course, this is a book review for the Silver Shamrock Publishing. All right, so when 18-year-old high school senior Eddie Sienna drives down a long-abandoned logging trail with his girlfriend, all he's looking for is a little privacy. And of course, a good time, right? When he finds instead is a horror beyond all imagination, because the logging trail ends just behind the Tamper Lane Research Facility, a super secret lab where experiments in animal neural conditioning are being conducted. And the animals have gotten loose. And they're far more intelligent and far more deadly than anyone realizes. After an unthinkable tragedy, it falls to Eddie's girlfriend, Alicia, and older brother Rob to undertake a desperate search for answers, but a very powerful person is determined to cover up all the details of the tragedy. That person is vicious and amoral, and he's closing in on Alicia and Rob. So, very brief and to the point. I would definitely give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I found the read to be fairly quick to get into and relatively fast paced. I thought there was a really good flow to the story. There wasn't a lot of time I found to get lost or question too much of what was going on. There wasn't a whole lot of filler, which is good. Like I said, a fairly quick, fast-paced book. Story is about, as you know, it said that two kids stumble across something and tragedy takes place, and the brother and girlfriend end up left behind to pick up the pieces. And I kind of mean that literally. So, first driving into this book, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. I'll be honest, when it said the Lupin Project, my first thought went to werewolves. But that is not quite the case. This one reminds me a lot of, I believe the movie's called Deep Blue Sea, where scientists end up experimenting on the brains and intelligence of sharks. This is a little similar to that, where they're doing experiments on wolves, and naturally, of course, things deteriorate and don't exactly go according to plan. So I definitely would say that it held my interest. I found that I really wanted to know what was going to happen next. But I'll be honest and say that I wanted just a little bit more. I found or felt that the story was maybe just a little too short. And I wanted just a little bit more about, the characters. I wanted to know more about their research. I wanted to know more about all the different people in the story itself. There were quite a few characters in there that were sort of brushed upon or mentioned, and they had a small part in the story, but all things considered, technically they had what I would consider a bigger role than maybe what they were given time for in the story. So while I really enjoy the story, and I'd actually consider even rereading it to see if I'd missed anything, I wanted just a little bit more from it, I think. But, the characters that were there, I felt the characters were good. I thought it was well written, well described. You definitely got a really good sense of what was going on, how each character was feeling. And, yeah, so again, I would definitely recommend checking this out if this is something that you might be interested in. Um, and so, yeah, this is the Lupin project. And again, I will link, or rather leave all the book information down below. And again, this was a book review for Silver Shamrock Publishing, and I just want to extend an extra thank you to them for allowing me to have a copy or a physical copy of this arc and for review. And I will be back again soon with another one. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Happy reading.